Okay, so I don't have to bring this in.
That is what they
Maybe I'll bring it in anyway.
Just in case, that's what they told me.
Yeah.
They're finishing everything up,
He'll do a good job.
Very hopeful.
He'll do a good job.
Very disappointed.
Yep. He's been very helpful in the sheriff's office. Gives us a lot of free advice.
Well, we'll be disappointed too.
Oh, yeah.
Doing trainings with us and.
Yeah, like I say, we commiserate tonight, or celebrate, whichever.
It'll be a celebration.
Well, I'll tell you this, when we're gonna drink some booze.
Or two Republicans and.
Okay, and now being 7 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Dansville to order.
Make this good.
Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Do we have any one of those, please? Agendas.
I give everyone one but you.
Well, normally I have my computer here to look at, but this one's not as friendly.
Shouldn't cancel the ambulance.
Okay. I would like to first of all call to order for the purpose of a public hearing for the purpose of passing a law to adopt the village code.
Take a motion?
We have a motion to do so, and
How's that get?
we have a second from trustee Zay. And so, is there anybody here who has anything to say from the public? Yvonne? And I guess we could probably throw in Glenn as well, about the code.
No comment.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Right, the code, what we're talking about is all of our laws have been brought together in one electronic version.
Oh, okay.
It's like a book instead of all this loose stuff that we've been operating off of for the past several years, decades. And the local law to adopt is just a couple of sheets of paper saying that this now is the official law of the village. And you'll be able to go online onto our website and actually research anything you want as far as local laws go. So if you don't...
Keywords and all that stuff, so
Yeah.
if you're looking for something,
Mhm.
you put in a keyword like dog and it'll probably bring up all the sections that...
Apply to dogs, like the dog law.
I mean, if people can come in and see Megan and she'll give you whatever you want in a book and you can read it on a book.
It's hard to find it.
Yep.
Now you can just hop on your computer and check it out. This is the law.
Anyway, are there any other questions concerning the new law? Or I should say, the law to adopt? Okay, we'll leave the public hearing open for the rest of the meeting, and unless we decide somewhere short of that, we want to terminate it. Maybe actually probably up around new business. Because I didn't actually put that on here, so we'll put it under new business. And I also have a couple of other items I want to put under the new business, or on the agenda. One is to discuss the summer rec program, and the other is to set up a workshop to discuss the budget. And we probably might as well go ahead and set up the public hearing for that budget. We have to have a public hearing not later than the 15th. And if we do it at any time other than the department head meeting, that's not going to give us a lot of time, but I would say probably the 10th, because the 15th is actually a Monday. So we will work from that. And the budget has to be to Albany not later than the 1st of May. I think most of it's done. There will be a few tweakings. I'll try to do that this week and send it off to you. I don't think it's going to be as hard as I thought it was going to be. So go from there.
I know some lines that'll stay the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. time, I will accept the motion to approve the minutes for the department head meeting of February 13th and the regular meeting of February 19th. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion from trustee Nagel. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second from trustee Rittenhouse. Thank you very much. Any discussion? Corrections, additions, deletions? Not hearing any. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, minutes pass. I do not have any word that anybody was actually going to show tonight because there have been a couple of pregnancies, I guess, on that team. Not Susan, but I was told that she might be the one that would show up. Susan's the grandmother. I think she's beyond. That's enough.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
Redirect.
So, we'll leave that alone. Under mayor's comments, correspondence, I've already mentioned a couple of items, so I might as well go ahead and talk about the one here. Let's see. Trustee Labar has been very busy putting together a little survey about the downtown. He went around to different businesses down there to get their opinions on certain things. I still have to apparently find a couple sheets of the paper that went with this. Heaven only knows what I did with them. But anyway, he would like to have this put on the record for the time being, and so that we know that this was entered into the record, put before the board. It will be here available. So I just have a motion to enter that in the record.
Make a motion, we enter that into the record.
Okay, I have a motion from trustee Rittenhouse to enter the Main Street Business District questionnaire and responses into the record. Second?
I'll second.
Second from trustee Nagel. Any discussion? Okay. Trustee Labar.
Aye.
Trustee Rittenhouse.
Aye.
Trustee Zay.
Aye.
Trustee Nagel.
Aye.
And the mayor's an aye. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And from there, we'll move down to the legislative. Do we have any updates for the action list?
The only thing we had last week was we were adding what you already checked on, so now it's checked off. Was you're going to check with, was it Nikon that you checked with? On whether or not we could help out the hospital in emergency situations.
Yes, and I believe I sent copies to everybody. Everybody get see that?
Yep.
Okay. So under certain circumstances we can, but it's one of those things that certainly don't want to abuse it. They, you know, if there's a big issue, maybe like the other day, I don't know all the particulars to it, but if they do have a backup and it's going to take them a while to take care of it, we could go in there and help them out.
I'd still like to see some sort on them to have on file some sort of a hold harmless, that if we do assist them, then we're held harmless on anything that happens from that assistance.
Yep.
You know, they should have one of those right on hands that they can date and stamp and sign or whatever.
Right.
You know, just in case you go down there with the jetter and it blows the pipe up or something.
Right.
Then there you can go, well, you blew the pipe up.
Scott can probably get with Jim and see if we can get something made up down there, or.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this is for emergencies only. It's not for normal everyday
Yeah, we
routine
don't
stuff.
wanna
No, I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, even if we go down there in emergency, I'd like to see us,
Yep, I
Protect
understand.
ourselves.
because then actually know that project becomes ours or
Yeah.
something. We're just
I
trying
mean, if
to.
they gotta go all the way to Rochester to get somebody to unplug a sewer line, I think, you know, the sanitation issue is sufficiently stressful enough over there in response to that.
I don't think it hasn't happened in a long, long time, probably, has it, Scott?
No.
No,
But they needed your help or anything,
not an emergency like
Yeah.
that.
so.
Anything else would have to be worked out separately from that. Okay. Anything else from the list? That's it. Okay. So we've sort of more or less gotten that off the list, as long as Scott goes ahead and gets the hold harmless agreement with them.
Right.
Okay, and then the next item I have is the attendance of department heads at regular meetings. I would say at this point, unless you want to be here or you're required to be here because you've been directed to be here, that is not necessary. You know, if there's a change in your report and it's significant enough, fine, otherwise you could probably just email us. So, other than Megan, she gets to come anyway.
You changed from, the department head to a regular meeting.
Yeah.
Is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
if they
so,
have a change, then you'll have to call. If they have a change in the need.
if there's a change and it's just a minor thing, or administrative thing, they can just send that to us. If there's something significant or something's come up that they need to address the whole board on, then that would be one of those times when we would expect them to come to the board.
Okay,
Or they can reach out to the liaison,
Or that,
right,
however,
if it's something
but-
small.
yep,
other than, the only meeting they actually have to come to is the first meeting of the month.
yeah,
Mhm.
very good.
Okay. Moving right along. Public safety updates. Trustee Zay.
Tammy sent her email saying there was no new updates, so she was good to go.
Mhm.
Glenn, anything new or exciting?
My report hasn't changed, it's still the same. As I discussed, we had our elections, and I'm coming in for chief for another 2 years. Brian Woods, first assistant, and Greg Horace coming back in, second assistant.
Mhm.
We officially get sworn in on March 30th at the installation dinner.
See you there.
See you there.
I'll see you there.
See you guys there?
Cool. You guys were busy today.
What was the other alarm for?
Oh, there was a car accident this morning up in Reservoir Road up in Wayland.
Okay,
We had to cut somebody out.
wow.
We worked with Wayland Fire Department, which it was nice.
Mhm.
Then I was told it was one on 390
Mm-hmm.
by exit 5. Somebody didn't merge or something, hit another car. And then we had a person burning stuff in the back of his house on Fulton Street. That spread to a couple other properties.
Trying to get those calls up. Let's keep your overtime down.
Which I thought, I spoke to Officer Cole, he said there's no burn ban law, is it?
Yeah, DEC has no burn, so.
Yeah, I know DEC does, but does the village have anything like
No,
that?
no, we just fall back on the state things. We have a smoke ordinance, so, you know, if somebody's smoke is annoying, we can do that.
Okay.
But we're just gonna get a ticket for the DEC violation.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Thanks.
Can actually, there's a no burn law, there's no burn law in the village?
DEC has this stuff, but I didn't know if the village had it.
No, village doesn't have anything. Everybody has their campfires, if you will, and put a hot dog on something.
There's a certain time of the year that DEC says no burning.
Which is now to May 5th.
May, March 15th through May 5th.
5th, I think it is.
So we have to follow that.
Because I noticed up on Depot Road, an individual a few weeks ago was burning brush.
You could up until March 15th.
March 15th. Okay.
From now until May what?
5th. By then, they say most of the stuff has gone green, so
Mm.
it won't spread as bad as it would right now because there's just so much.
But you have a drought.
Well, then they can extend it.
Mhm.
And they have.
Never had it all summer before.
You guys saw the email from Floyd
Yes.
about the Medicaid billing,
Mm-hmm.
so that's that.
Yep. Doesn't really change a lot for us.
Kind of where we're at anyways, so.
Yeah.
Charlie?
Nothing new. I see you have new cars on here, so I'm just waiting for callbacks from 1075. So I don't know anything more than I did last week about that.
And judges' reports?
Okay, I'd like to call a executive session. I have a motion to do that. I'll make the motion, but I need a second.
I'll second it.
Second, and then the time is essentially 7:15. Shouldn't take too long. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Everybody else can step out, please, just the board. So the purpose of that is to discuss work history of an individual employee.
You want to take the recorder?
Sure. You're gonna have to keep track of me tonight.
Gonna go fast one off, huh?